guys, it's Steffi from the Novelty Corner. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with another Top 5 Wednesday video. I do these sporadically when I find that a prompt aligns with something that I really want to talk about. And this week's prompt is books that I didn't get to in 2017. Top 5 Wednesday is a Goodreads group. It is hosted by Sam from Thoughts on Tomes. I will leave the link down below, but without further ado, these are 5 of the books that I didn't get to in 2017 and I really need to get to this year. I'm going to start off with the one that most people are going to go, what do you mean you didn't read this last year? And that is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. It's not because I didn't want to read the book last year that I didn't read it. I didn't think I was in the right headspace to read this book last year. So it's definitely one I want to pick up in 2018 and relatively soon. But last year was really quite a stressful year for me in a lot of ways, and this book I think is going to be quite hard and very confronting to read, and I wasn't in the right headspace for that. So that's me knowing myself as a reader and knowing what I should and shouldn't be reading at a given point in time, but I am ready and prepared and I'm really eager to pick this up because there's been nothing but fantastic things said about it. I think it is a highly important book and it is definitely up there in books that I need to pick up this year. The next book that I need to pick up relatively soon is Skullduggery Pleasant Resurrection by Derek Landy. This is the most recent book in the Skullduggery Pleasant series. I read all of the Skullduggery books in 2016 in preparation for this book. Actually, it wasn't in preparation for this book because I didn't realize this book was coming out when I read them. And then as soon as I finished, I found out and I'm like, oh, excellent, because that's good timing. And I bought this basically the week that it came out and then I never picked it up. I think this is one of those cases where anticipation sort of makes me feel really nervous about picking it up, and so I never did, but I'm going to get to it this year. I'm also going to pick up The Rook by Daniel O'Malley. This was on my TBR in November and December and I didn't quite get to it, so it's one of those books that I should have read last year and I didn't, and it's one that I'm actually really intrigued to pick up. It's about a girl who wakes up with no memory of who she is and then discovers that she works for a supernatural government agency. And I'm really curious because I've heard nothing but good things about it and I love a good supernatural or paranormal type story, and this sounds right up my alley. I also need to pick up Red Rising. I should have read it last year. Pierre from Pierre Ford always goes on about this book. She loves it and I know that I will love it as well. I think it's one of those things where hype really scares the crap out of me because a lot of the overhyped books I read last year I really didn't like, and I get anxious about that. It's a real thing. I get anxious about it. So this one I am curious to pick up. It's sci-fi. It's right up my alley. I know I'm gonna like it. I just need to get my butt into gear and actually pick it up. And then finally, I also need to pick up Vicious by V.E. Schwab because again, this is on one of my Book Haul Revisited TBRs for January and February this year, but I've had this for a long time. I should have read it last year because I love V.E. Schwab's writing, and this one sort of has the unanimous tick of approval from a lot of people that I trust as being a really fantastic book. I haven't read it yet and I need to, like soon, really soon. So these are the books from 2017 that I didn't get to. I need to pick them up relatively soon. Keep me accountable, guys. Remind me that I need to read them. Which one should I read first? You let me know in the comments. I hope that wherever you are in the world, you're having a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.